Hello everyone, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. I have another Monday quarterback video for you. I'll pause the video intermittently here and there to talk about things that are going on, to better explain what's going on, and talk about things that I think that were done right and or done wrong. Without further ado, here we go. So nothing wrong with your audio. He has not turned the camera on yet. I don't know the details of the disturbance call, what's going on. All it said is they were on a disturbance call. But he's apparently walking this little kid up the stairs. It's a very small kid. He's holding his hand, and then he lets go of him and he goes this way. And then he's just chilling, tapping his hands on the rail. Right? Just, I guess, another night. And here comes the Chrysler.
Oh, I'm scared!
Get up! Total 54, shots fired! Shots fired!
All cars 900 for Yankee.
Get covered!
Get in the house! Get in the house! Wait, get down! Get down, okay?
Hold on, Daddy, y'all, hold on. Don't move in my car.
Very fast, very fast. Alright, so she has her camera on, and I like this because she don't have, like, we're not missing anything. It's already recording. So my belief is you go to a call, you get there, turn your damn camera on. Even if you record bullshit, nothing goes on, oh well, that can be cleared out of the camera and go on. But if you don't start your camera when you get there on the scene, then when something rapidly occurs, you may not have time or the mindset to reach down and turn that camera on. And you may miss out on the opportunity to capture some very critical evidence on camera. Shit that could exonerate you, or if you end up getting killed, it could be shit that could help identify the killer. So definitely get to a call, just get in the habit. Before you even get out of the car, turn the camera on. Like I said, it does not matter if you just have a bunch of recordings that has useless shit on it. You can clear the camera out. So I like how she has her camera on. So the officer was already... So the officer, you can see his feet right there. He's walking the kid up. No, that's someone else walking up. So the officer is already standing up here at the ledge where he's tapping his hands on the rail. Crap. So shots were fired before they even made it to the turn. And so you didn't get to hear that on the other officer's camera because he hadn't had it activated yet. So we miss out on his hearing when shots are fired. So this dude's shooting beforehand.
Hey, go out, go out.
Hey, kick it out. I'm scared. 54, shots fired. Give us 900. Get in the house! Get in the house! Get in the house! Okay, get covered.
Get in the house! Get in the house! Wait, get down, okay?
54. Hold on, y'all, hold on. There's a black car. It's pulling out on a Bianchi Chrysler.
184 units, you're on channel 2.
Hey, no, get inside
Get in the house!
Get
Get in the house!
This is not a house.
Just maintain, right? Just, hey, man, I don't want you to get shot.
54. Shots fired. Get back inside the house!
Get inside the house! You're throwing email GSW in front of us.
Alright, so we'll back this up and we'll go back into the shooting part and then go into it. So you can hear the rounds. It sounds like they're hitting the stairs, or they're at least hitting this fence over here. You can hear metal hitting metal. And then this over here. So it's almost like a bullet hit over here, and there's like some freaking hose or pipe under the ground. It pierced it, and now there's water spraying up. Like, I seriously doubt that this was like a sprinkler head that just decided to turn on at this inopportune moment. It could be a sprinkler head. Yeah, it could be. But it was probably shot by an incoming round and broke the tip off, and now it's spewing water up.
Shots fired. Give us 900. Get in the house! Get in the house! Get in the house! Okay, get covered.
Get in the house! Get in the house! Wait, get down, okay?
54. Hold on, y'all, hold on. There's a black car. It's pulling out on a Bianchi Chrysler.
184 units, you're on channel 2.
Hey, no, get inside
Get in the house! Get in the house!
This is not a house.
This is my house. So they're obviously in a neighborhood full of fucking stupid people. Like, did you not just hear the fucking gun battle outside? And then they're yelling at you to stay in the house, and then you want to come up with this bullshit. This is my house. Okay, alright. Walk your tough ass out there. What are you going to do when you get shot in the face when this dude comes back and wants to shoot some more? Like, some people are just fucking stupid. Ugh.
Maintain, right? Just, hey, man, I don't want you to get shot.
54. Shots fired. Get back inside the house!
And then this person just nonchalantly walking around. Oh, what happened out here, bro? Was there a gun battle going on? Let's go investigate. And then this guy wanting to jump in front of the officers with the guns pointed out. Like, yeah, you could definitely tell they're in a neighborhood full of fucking stupid people.
Inside the house!
Alright, so they ended up finding the car a couple blocks away, and obviously I guess this is him laying outside Unfortunately, they blur him so you can't see him very well, but he did take a round from the male officer who returned fire, so at least one of his rounds hit. Now, they did fire multiple rounds, and I'm assuming some of them obviously hit the vehicle because you did see an image of the vehicle and it looked like a bullet hole was in the windshield or the rear windshield. So, I don't know how many rounds they fired, but out of all the rounds they fired, it seems like only one hit the bad guy, and then an undetermined amount hit the vehicle. That's kind of common with gunfights. There are a lot of missed rounds in gunfights, typically. Not every single gunfight is going to be missed rounds. Some of them, they're so close and short duration, 2 rounds fired, 2 rounds in the target because they're so close. Other incidents, like this one, where there's some distance involved, very dynamic, rapidly, quickly evolving, tense situation, there's going to be rounds missed. It's the nature of the beast. The training mantra is every round you send has your name on it. You're accountable for every round. Yeah, and absolutely you are. But the reality of the matter is there's going to be some missed rounds.
GSW in front of us.
This guy's got his rifle out. I love it.
You're correct. We have 1 male GSW in front of us.
That's one of my biggest gripes in these videos is officers responding to calls where there's been gunfire and they all get out with pistols. That's my biggest gripe. If you know you're going to a gunfight, bring a rifle and bring your friends with rifles. This guy is doing it right. He is out with the rifle. If there are threats that emerge, he is able to lay down some fucking hate and discontent with this damn thing. Able to incapacitate threats more reliably and faster than a pistol could ever dream of doing. The only reason why pistols are carried is because they're convenient. They're comfortable and convenient, and you can carry one all day long and it doesn't really hurt very much, and gunfights aren't happening every single day for you. That's the reason why you carry a pistol every single day, because you're not getting into gunfights every single day. You're not getting into gunfights every other day. You're not getting into gunfights a couple times a week, a couple months out of the month, or a couple weeks out of the month, a couple months out of the year. Like it's just, or more than a couple months out of the year. Like it's just not occurring at a rate at which people need to carry rifles all the time. In a war zone, well, yeah, that's a different threat level. So of course you're going to be carrying rifles around in a war zone. Is domestic U.S., CONUS U.S., domestic law enforcement, is this a war zone? No. Not yet, at least. So there's no need to carry rifles every single day, because you're just not getting into those fights. Pistols, they can still incapacitate, and they're a lot more comfortable and convenient to carry around on a daily basis. It is not comfortable and convenient to carry a rifle around on a daily basis. Try wearing a slung rifle for more than an hour. Try wearing it for 8 hours. It sucks. It really does. It's no fun. But a rifle is what you want when you go to a gunfight, because the terminal ballistics are more devastating than a pistol. There are a shit ton of people who are still walking around today, and they were shot several times with a pistol. There is not that many people today walking around who've been shot a few times with a rifle. There's some who lived from being shot from a rifle, but not that many when you compare them to people who've been shot with pistols. The kinetic energy that they release into the target is just devastating, and you get faster incapacitation. And that's what you're wanting in a fight. You want to incapacitate the threat as quickly as possible. The faster they go down, the safer you and everyone is. A rifle is more accurate, and you can engage targets at a further distance than you can with a pistol. A pistol sucks. It really does. It's horrible. But, as I said, it's comfortable and convenient to carry on a daily basis and be able to be utilized for a rapidly evolving, intense situation. And because you're not being involved in gunfights every single day, multiple times a week, multiple weeks a month, multiple months a year. That's just not happening. The majority of law enforcement get to go their entire career and never have to shoot anyone. Private security, go their entire career, never have to shoot anyone. Average citizens, the majority of the citizens in this country, get to go their whole life and never have to shoot anyone. Now, you may have to point guns at people. Police point their guns at people quite a lot, actually, but they don't always shoot them. So the fights just aren't happening enough to justify the need to carry a slung rifle all the time. That's why pistols are carried. But rifles win fights. If you're going to a call that's involving gunplay, get your fucking rifle. And tell everyone else to get their rifles.
Hey, check real quick. Can you make sure that he doesn't have a weapon? One of them had a gun.
Okay, so one interesting thing, or actually not one interesting thing, just some stuff here at the beginning. So they ended up finding a loaded magazine on him. So that makes me wonder if he ditched the gun somehow. He like threw it out the window, but then forgot the fact that he had an extra magazine on him. So there's no telling where that pistol could have went that he threw. There could have been someone in the vehicle with him that was shooting, and they took off, and he was the only one caught. He could have dished it out the car. He could have landed in a yard somewhere. Could have went up under a vehicle. Could have went into a drainage hole in the road. Someone could have seen him throw it out the window and then picked it up and kept it for themselves. Who knows where the gun went that was associated with this magazine? The rifle. So I don't know what's going on with this electric tape right here. That's kind of interesting, but the buffer tube right here, I can't really see a whole lot of what's going on with this thing. I don't know what this piece is. I don't know if that's like somehow a part of this buffer spring or not. But the way this thing looks and is set up, it makes me think that maybe this is an AR pistol and not a rifle. Could be wrong. But it makes me think that this is an AR pistol versus a rifle. And people get these mixed up all the time because they look almost identical. I mean, they practically are identical with the exception of the buffer tube and the presence or absence of a collapsing stock on it. And there's some of these pistol braces out there that go on these buffer tubes that they look like a freaking stock. So it looks like a short-barreled rifle. So just based off what I can see, I think it's possible that this thing is a pistol. AR pistol, but they're calling it a rifle. Because they probably, I mean, they're not, cops aren't gun people. You know, a lot of cops are not gun guys. Like, you would be surprised about how many cops out there don't know jack shit about guns. You'd be surprised about how many cops out there have never shot a gun before they became the police. And you'd be surprised about how many officers who do not carry off duty. And you'd be surprised about how many officers there are who the only reason they have a gun is because their employer gave it to them. And you'd be surprised about how many officers are out there who, if they were given a choice, they probably wouldn't even carry their gun. So, believe it or not, there's some out there who are like that. But yeah, not all cops are gun people. There's some cops who, like I said, they've never shot guns, never held guns. Their only experience with guns is when they became the police, and that's the only guns they know. They don't know jack shit about anything else. So the nuances of AR pistol, AR rifle, they probably don't know the difference in that stuff. They really don't. You could, you know, what's funny is there are so many people who could probably get away with having an untaxed SBR and walk around in front of the police with it, and there's probably a really good chance that the police, they're not going to know they don't know what SBR is. They have no clue. Not a damn clue. There's some people who could take an AR pistol, put a folding stock on it, or put a pistol brace on it. They're not going to know that you can't do that. You could take a regular pistol, a Glock, and put a forward assist grip on it and show it to a lot of cops. They're not going to know that you're not supposed to do that. They're going to have no clue. The sight on top of this thing looks like junk, and he's obviously rocking what looks to be some wolf ammo in that magazine there. So, and this is, but it does have a PMag in that thing, which a lot of guns, they come with PMags now anyway. So this is kind of common with street people. They get these guns, and sometimes they steal them. And there's and you know, this could have come, you know, from a regular gun guy that they stole it from, possibly. Or if they do manage to get these things some other way, you know, they don't know about gun stuff. They see this site and they're like, "Oh, bruh, this site on Amazon, $50, yo, I bet." And then they get it, and they don't know what's quality and what's not. And so they put this junk shit on there. And then ammo, you know, they look at the prices. A lot of people base their decisions off money and how much things cost. So wolf ammo is cheap ammo, and they'll get it and they're like, "Yeah, I'm getting a deal, bro." and they'll buy that ammo, and they don't know that what they're buying is junk. And now, is wolf completely 100% junk? No. Wolf's great. Like, I have wolf ammo. I use it exclusively for training only. Like, I would never have it for duty use or, you know, end of the world social occasion purposes. It's just purely for training. My AK runs it great. I don't have it for my AR. I don't run steel through the AR, but I do run steel through the AK, and I'll run steel through the Glock. Because the Glock is kind of like a pistol version of an AK. It'll fucking eat anything. ARs, I've had some bad experience with wolf ammo and ARs before, so it's not my go-to. But it can still shoot out of it. It still works. But it's generally, wolf ammo is generally seen as crappy ammo, El Cheapo ammo. For those who don't know what the hell wolf is or what the difference in that stuff is. Now, the most interesting thing on this slide is, I'll skip it. He has been released from the hospital. Okay. Where has he gone after this point? Did he go to jail? Did he go home? That's what I want to know. So it's possible that this dude left and went home. It's possible they may not have had enough evidence to charge this guy. Which seems a little asinine, but hey, it's California. Which, if they didn't have enough to charge this guy, that makes it really awkward for the officer who put his bullet in this dude. Because now he could be looked at for a possible criminal offense if there was not enough evidence to charge this dude for shooting at him. So that one would be an interesting to look at the legal aspect of. But obviously, it being so recent, nothing is going to happen right away. It'll be end of this year to beginning of the next year before, you know, most likely some legal thing comes out about it. But I will try to keep my eye open for any updates on this, because that's something that stuck out to me and I thought was kind of interesting. Alright, that's it. Not much else to say about this video. If you like what you hear and see, go ahead and give me a like and a share. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more Monday quarterback videos. Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense, Thank you for watching.